Shaka Zulu, the great elephant of the Zulu Kingdom, the warrior king who forged a nation in the crucible of war, a master of strategy and a harbinger of both unity and terror. From the rolling hills of KwaZulu-Natal to the farthest reaches of the African continent, his name is synonymous with unparalleled military prowess and a legacy steeped in both valor and blood. Born circa 1787, Shaka was the bastard son of a minor Zulu chieftain and a woman of the Langeni clan. His early life was marked by hardship and rejection, as his mother was shunned by the Zulu clan. Cast out, they found refuge among the Mthethwa people under the aegis of Dingiswayo, a chieftain who recognized Shaka's potential and offered him a place among his warriors. It was here, in the fertile grounds of struggle and survival, that Shaka's indomitable spirit began to take form. Shaka's rise was meteoric and relentless, fueled by an unquenchable thirst for power and revenge against those who had wronged him and his mother. With the death of his father in 1816, Shaka, with the backing of Dingiswayo, returned to claim leadership of the Zulu. He swiftly demonstrated his formidable leadership by transforming the Zulu military through a series of radical innovations. The assegai, a short stabbing spear, replaced the traditional long-throwing spear, allowing his warriors to engage the enemy in close combat. Shaka instituted the ikalwa, named for the sound it made as it was thrust into and withdrawn from the enemy's body. Shaka's rigorous training regimens forged his soldiers into an elite fighting force, capable of withstanding the harshest conditions and marching barefoot over thorny terrain without complaint. With his reformed army, Shaka embarked on a campaign of unification and conquest, absorbing or annihilating neighboring tribes. His strategies were as cunning as they were ruthless. He utilized the buffalo horns formation, encircling his enemies with swift, decisive movements that left no avenue for escape. His warriors, disciplined and loyal, followed him with a fervor bordering on fanaticism. Shaka's hegemony was primarily based on military might, smashing rivals and incorporating scattered remnants into his own army. Shaka's rule was as effective as it was brutal. He centralized power, broke the traditional clan system, and enforced loyalty through fear and exemplary punishment. Those who opposed him met with swift and merciless retribution. Zwide, a powerful chieftain, treacherously murdered his mentor Dingiswayo. Shaka sought vengeance. During the encounter, Zwide's mother met a particularly gruesome fate. Shaka locked her in a house with hyenas and they devoured her. In the morning, Shaka burned the house to the ground. Shaka's relentless pursuit of Zwide culminated around 1825, where despite heavy casualties, including the loss of his top commander, Shaka emerged victorious. Among his many notorious acts, Shaka was known for the brutal suppression of potential threats, real or imagined. His paranoia reached such extremes that he ordered the execution of any male children born to his wives, fearing they might grow to challenge his rule. His once loyal soldiers and generals found themselves under suspicion, and those who fell from favor met grisly ends. Shaka's rage knew no bounds following the death of his beloved mother. In his grief, he decreed a year of mourning, during which no crops were to be planted, and any woman who became pregnant was executed along with her husband. This period of enforced mourning led to widespread starvation and suffering among his people. At least 7,000 people who were deemed to be insufficiently grief-stricken were executed, and cows were slaughtered so that their calves would know what losing a mother felt like. Perhaps Shaka's most far-reaching legacy was the Mfecane, a period of widespread chaos and warfare among indigenous ethnic communities in southern Africa. Shaka's aggressive expansionist policies and military campaigns caused massive displacement and disruption. Entire tribes were annihilated or forced to flee, leading to significant demographic and cultural shifts across the region. The Mfecane reshaped the political landscape of southern Africa, leading to the rise of new kingdoms and the fall of old ones, all stemming from the ripples of Shaka's conquests. Shaka granted permission to Europeans to enter Zulu territory on rare occasions. In the mid-1820s, Henry Francis Finn provided medical treatment to the king after an assassination attempt by a rival tribe member hidden in a crowd. To show his gratitude, Shaka permitted European settlers to enter and operate in the Zulu Kingdom, a decision that sowed the seeds of future troubles in South Africa. Though he observed demonstrations of European technology and knowledge, Shaka held that the Zulu way was superior to that of the foreigners. Shaka's erratic behavior, especially after his mother's death, made him many enemies. The great elephant was assassinated by his half-brothers Dingane and Mushlangana after several attempts. Supported by disaffected tribes, they saw an opportunity when almost all available Zulu manpower was sent on another mass sweep to the north in 1828. Left critically unprotected, the royal kraal became the stage for Shaka's demise. Shaka's corpse was dumped in an empty grain pit, which was then filled with stones and mud. The exact location remains unknown. Shaka's legacy is one of complexity and contradiction. He is remembered as a unifier who forged a mighty nation from fragmented tribes, and as a tyrant whose reign of terror left an indelible mark on the history of southern Africa. His military innovations and strategies are studied to this day, his name echoing through the annals of history as a symbol of both heroism and infamy. Modern-day South Africa, where the Zulu Kingdom once thrived, continues to feel the influence of Shaka's legacy. His story is enshrined in the cultural memory, a source of both pride and reflection. The nation, now a diverse and democratic society, still honors the formidable warrior who reshaped its past. Thus ends the tale of Shaka Zulu, the Great Elephant, a man whose deeds of valor and vice carved his name into the very bedrock of history. His story, like the rolling hills of his homeland, is rugged, majestic, and eternal. As we reflect on the life of Shaka Zulu, it becomes clear that his early childhood trauma played a significant role in shaping the ruthless leader he became. His story is a stark reminder that the scars of our past can lead to devastating consequences if left unhealed. But there's a powerful lesson to be learned here. We must do everything in our power to prevent children from experiencing the pain and suffering that can create such monsters. By nurturing, supporting, and protecting the young, we can help build a future where strength is defined by kindness and compassion, not fear and brutality. For those of us who have faced our own traumas, let Shaka's story be a call to action. Instead of using our pain as an excuse to inflict harm on others, we can choose to channel it into positive change. Let's strive to make the world a better place, breaking the cycle of hurt and building a legacy of healing and hope. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more historical reflections and lessons for our times.